Hi there, and thanks for checking out my Facebook page. Thomas Morgan is me. I'm standing for the Eastern Ward in the Wellington City Council elections. And of course, you know that because you're here. And I've been doing this for a while and have got obviously a few things to say. I'm also doing this with no budget, so there's no flashy videos, there's no flashy graphics, and I'm not spending too much time out and about doing videos and things and putting them on Facebook because I think it's better to get some work done. And that's what I do. I get work done and I fix things and find issues. And you would have seen in the profile book about the candidates, my observation about bus shelters, pretty obvious, pretty basic, but not actually recognised as a major problem. So just one example, really. Um, I have had 30 years of interest in this environment from my sins. I know it quite well. I've worked with people a lot. I've solved a lot of problems. I've done that for free. Why, I don't know, but anyway, there we go, I've done it. Been quite an interesting lifestyle, I suppose, but it's come at a great cost too. So why am I standing now? I need a job. There we go. It's pretty obvious, pretty straightforward down the line. I'm job hunting, and when you're older, job hunting is pretty hard. So I am giving it a shot. And there's 3 empty seats at the moment in the council on this ward, in the Eastern Ward, and there's 11 candidates. So the odds are very high, very good. Admittedly, others are putting a lot more effort into the campaign than I am, but then again, you're here and maybe you'll vote for me. That would be great. I actually live over the hill in Newtown, but strategically, the Eastern Ward is a much better bet. So obviously, you stand where you've got the best odds. And strategy is what politics is all about. So that's why I am quite well averse with, is that the right word, averse? Anyway, I'm quite well skilled in strategy and I know how to get things done, which is the real aim of the game. It's all very well to spend your time pointing out things that are wrong, and other candidates have been doing that endlessly, and I have had a bit of a chip in there too, I guess. But at the end of the day, the aim of the game is to fix things and to figure out how to do it. And that's where strategy, communication, and lobbying really work. Councillors are essentially just members of the public that happen to be on the inside of the fence. So I know from past experience that the councillors have to actually lobby the administration inside the council to pretty much get what they want done, because it's the administration that can hold the purse strings and, of course, sway the argument by making things look more or less attractive. Sounds a bit grim, I know, but that's the way it works, and it's probably a good system, really, because it does mean that things get done, and there is a lot of discussion which helps to sort out the best answers. So that's what I can do. I've done it before with other things. It was privately with organisations and within some government circles. I've adjusted things a wee bit. I really can't mention them too much. One I could mention one. I ended up getting a swimming pool for a primary school a couple of years ago by joining 2 bits of string together, so to speak, 2 different entities that could help with that. The actual idea for the pool was that it was a community asset, but in the process of things, the primary school decided it wasn't, which is a little bit unfortunate. But anyway, there we go. They got the pool in the end anyway. It took 4 years, actually, of work to get that, and I instigated that and got no credit, by the way. So that's why I really won't mention where it is. Not in Wellington, for sure. Anyway, so there we go. So what am I up to? I can provide hard work, effort, and I can think about things and figure out the critical issues within a problem, which is really quite useful. And that's what actually happens in law training, which I've done. I've spent 1 year studying law, found it a little bit boring after spending my time doing media things and video production. Law was a bit of a hard ask, and I didn't last too long. But I learnt a lot of things, and I figured out how the legal system works, for good or bad, and am happy to use it from time to time in a modest way to get things sorted out occasionally. It's also just a great way of learning how to think about things, oddly enough. So there we go. That's sort of about me. I've got quite a few ideas. I won't mention them right now. I'll do another video in a minute or two about that. And then, of course, on the Facebook page, I'm putting up some press releases, which I'm sending out in the vain hope they get seen. The media, in actual fact, isn't really allowed to promote any particular candidate like that, but the ideas filter through, and maybe something will happen after the election. I'm not sure. So there we go. I will end here for the moment, but thanks very much for having a look, and do check out the ideas, and of course contact me. My phone number for the campaign is on the Facebook page, and there's an email address, of course, as well. And there we go. See you around the place, perhaps. Okay, thanks, Thomas. Cheerio.